Hi there, welcome back to Midas Letter Live. Today is Monday. You might be able to tell that today is Monday. Ed and I are I'm in my third day of detox. No alcohol, no cannabinoids, no psychedelics, and no barbiturates, opiates, amphetamines, or...
I'm in day 2.
You're in day 2.
Day 2.
Anyway, so we plan to be quite a bit more boring than normal because we're going to be normal. Does that sound good to you, Ed?
Yes, it does.
We are boring because we're not high or drunk. So sorry.
Well, that was quite the show on Friday afternoon, I got to tell you.
Well, that's why we need a detox by the time that whole thing went
But good wine, good food, good banter, you know.
Banter, yeah.
Banter.
Banter back and forth.
Can Ed tell us the cardinal story? Is that possible?
Yeah. A request.
Well, we were
from,
talking about,
Fraser.
we were talking about the black pigs eating the acorns.
On Friday.
Or the nuts.
On Friday.
And maybe that
I put on a microphone.
Yeah. Silent James. Silent James. Oh boy. Okay. So
Monday. We're not even having.
Why cardinals are red?
Why are cardinals red, Ed?
Because their main diet consists of eating these red berries.
No kidding.
And London, Ontario is considered probably the cardinal capital of Canada.
No.
Cardinal capital. Is that alliteration? Cardinal capital of Canada.
Alliteration. Now, what's that?
That's when a series of words begin with the same letter. It's an English term.
It's a thing.
It's like in literature.
It's a thing.
It's a situation.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
So look at. I noticed that there's a lot of
Blood in the streets.
Chaos in the world markets. The euro got torched against the dollar, largely caused by the Turkish currency. The Turkish currency getting something's going on there.
The lira is getting slammed.
Yeah.
The lira is getting slammed, and the ruble was looking weak. There were other currencies that were starting to emulate the performance of the lira, and the market is questioning whether this is the beginning of the onset of a broader financial crisis. I heard that word used today, crisis.
Yeah, economic maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom or female strum?
Female strum.
Or strum my guitar. Okay, so soft. I'm just sitting on my speaker here.
You sure that's your speaker?
Yeah.
Should you bring some toys with you today, Ed? It is Monday.
It is Monday.
You need a little extra stimulation.
I'm a little, I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yeah. Tired of the whole thing.
You're tired? I'm tired of this. Let's get out of here.
But, so, if our viewers would remember that in the beginning of the dirty 30s, which is the worst economic period, a lot of people feel that barriers were put up, trade was inhibited, and this was one of the main reasons why we had such a lengthy depression. And here we are again. We've had a major run, major printing of money, all the ingredients for a real wild cocktail party, and now it looks like they're taking away all the party favors.
Really?
Just saying.
You're making reference there to the global ongoing fraud that is the U.S. dollar, which just, again, this year is bypassing 105% debt to GDP ratio.
Wow.
Just if you don't know what debt to GDP ratio is, if I had a debt to GDP ratio of 105% and Ed was my creditor, I would have to take my entire year's production and give it to Ed. And then I would have to take 5% more of my entire year's production to borrow from somebody else to give to Ed, thereby compounding the issue. So in that, total U.S. GDP is now not even sufficient to service 1 year of that country's debt. And this is just government debt. This is not unfunded liabilities like pension plans and retirement plans and unemployment and all of that stuff. This is just government debt.
You think of that we're in some kind of economic maelstrom.
Well, there's that word again.
Jeez.
And most interestingly to me on this whole situation is the fact that everything that is quoted in US dollars has set new lows today. Gold down below $1,200 an ounce for the first time. Copper, $2.74 a pound. WTF in a big way.
Yeah. Well, 274, but that's actually above the recent low of 267. Copper's not, because I watch it carefully, I'm just saying. No, it's down, but not as bad as...
Good point. Boy,
no,
good thing you took the wind out of my sails to point out that little discrepancy.
Yeah, well, you know what? Just because I think the viewers want to know that I make a mistake, you're going to jump all over me.
Damn right I am.
And you're going to show me.
Damn,
and laugh at me too.
Just like that.
All right. But the point is, you know, how long can our political leaders keep going down this path? And, you know, before there's grassroots uprising in their own country, and then they got to start changing their tune. As long as they think they got the votes, then they keep going. But look at Turkey. All of a sudden, didn't Erdogan just get back in? Didn't he just get voted in? And now they're saying we'll do whatever we can to prevent the depreciation of the lira.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I thought Turkey was in pretty good shape. What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't have that impression because you kind of watch a more or less an oligarchical society, and Erdogan there's no doubt that he has been conducting his government in
Be careful. There's all kinds of, you never know who's listening. He's probably watching.
Well, what do you think they call the country Turkey? Notice, Ed, that our watch time on YouTube in the last 28 days has now surpassed 3.2 million minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
With over 539,000 views.
Is that adjusted for inflation?
There is no inflation adjustment.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, let's hope we can continue to deliver.
Yes, we added 945 subscribers in the last 28 days. To all of you on YouTube, I say thank you. On behalf of myself and Ed, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. And thank you for your
comments. By the way,
yes?
My friend Dave Townsend from Calgary, he's been watching the show, and instead of calling me Special Ed, he thinks you should call me Well-Read Ed.
Well-Read Ed.
That's because when I drink, my face gets red. Well-Read Ed. No, I see him in a different way. I'm not looking. I'm just, here you go. Okay.
Let's say hello to a few of our watchers, because we have to acknowledge the fact that you guys are actually making us famous. Some guy stopped me on the street the other day.
Infamous.
And said, "Are you James West?" I was like, "Yes, I am, but why do you want to know?" What's up, James and Ed, from Daniel Erevia. I hope I didn't butcher your name too much, Daniel. Hello. Lawrence Daly, don't lie. Okay, we won't. Sweet, sweet love. Normal? Question mark. Don't know what that means. I suspect that's not for us. John Macchiosi. Morning, Ed and James. Hope your weekend was relaxing. I don't know where you are, John, but here it's the afternoon. Justin. Hello, Justin. We have Justin coming up a little later in the broadcast. He's going to be coming to us live from Big Sur with Oliver Bates, a grower of long-standing and big stature in the industry down there. So that's a 15-minute clip we're going to watch that we put together from his upload today, and that's just going to be amazing. I owe you a call. I will get to you before the end of the night, I promise. Reefer Al Joint. Wow,
that's a good one. I like that.
Friday live show was entertaining. The festive spirits compliments of the show. Mr. James, aka Mary James, and Pot Ed, aka Mr. Milewski. Keep up the great work. Justin B. Marshall rocks. What a team! What a team! And Lawrence comments he likes the well-read head. Well-read head. Karim Himir is here. Old man is hilarious, he says. Pretty sure he means you.
Well, maybe not. Age before beauty.
Josh says, where are the booze? The booze. Oh, the booze. Josh, the booze. B-O-O-Z-E. Josh, this is...
Oh, not the boo.
Yeah, not where are the booze?
Like, we're not getting booed, right?
We're not getting booed so far.
Good. Okay.
We don't want to get booed. I don't want to get booed.
I just see Weed MD going across at $1.35. I believe that hit... I'm going to take a wild guess, but I think that hit 275. Is that?
Weed MD?
Yeah.
Weed MD's been higher than that.
Not Weed MD.
Weed MD. We.
Okay, what was the high in Weed MD?
You know what? I'm going to do us both a favor. And instead of guessing, I'm going to pull up a chart. And let's see, for real.
I say 275. Let's see how good my memory is.
325, Ed. That's 325.
Ooh, wow.
That's a three and a quarter.
So if we're now down at $1.35 to 3 1/4 is roughly 40%. 30, maybe 35%, 38%, whatever it is. It's now broken down below that number that I don't like to see, which is 45% of the old high, and then you start, you know, the technical guys start talking about something that's busted.
Yeah.
And
This is the intraday chart we're looking at right now, Ed, on the Midas Letter Large Cap Index.
Okay.
All 10 companies on the Canadian exchange above a $500 million market cap.
Well, it looks constructive. I got to tell you, it looks like,
as opposed to destructive.
It looks like it's built a nice. It's almost like a bottom upside down head and shoulders. You got a nice spike bottom there, which is the sort of upside down head or whatever you want to call it, and you got some base building there, and you moved up here quite a bit off the low.
So what does that tell us? Is tomorrow a buy day or a sell day?
That's always tough to tell.
Or a go straight to hell day.
I always say trying to guess from day to day is like trying to, like saying in July, we're going to have sunny days in July, but maybe tomorrow or for the next 3 days it's going to be cold. So it's tough.
Yeah, my friend Brian London used to say, and it must be true if it sticks to you years later. We used to talk about the gold price on a daily basis, and he'd say, ignore the gold price on a daily basis. If you keep your eye on the bobbing cork, you'll miss the rising and falling tide.
Well, that's right.
Whoa, that is good.
If you keep your eye on the bobbing cork, you'll miss the rise and
fall of the tide.
Of the tide, yeah. That's right, because you're looking too closely at it.
Exactly. You're just going to see this.
Now I just see HEX.
Hexo?
Is that the one that you were dabbling with recently?
That's the one that I was once my largest position.
And it's now you have no position.
Now I'm out of it.
Well, that was down a nice significant amount today.
Yeah, down 3.
Well, look, ever since the announcement, you've had red candles. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
If it breaks that little low here, where am I? I'm over here.
Going to the full screen, Ed.
Go to the. Look at.
Over here?
Yeah, right over there. And around the $4 level, you got some really good support. Then it gapped on that news, but the news turned out to be a bit of a canard.
A canard! Now, where does that expression come from? A canard. That whole thing was just a big canard.
The French word for duck is canard. Eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I grew up in River Canard.
Yeah, well,
right in the river. Like we couldn't afford a place on land, so we had little,
But do you know where the expression comes from? Well, that canard. A canard means a false
lead. a ruse almost.
And what they used to do is drag a dead and bleeding duck behind a horse to train the dogs to chase animals. And so the duck, which was not the real prey of the dog, was the canard, which was how it learned to chase the real prey. At least it goes something like that. I'm not sure how much of that I just made up.
You know what? I like that.
Not bad, eh? It's not bad. It's amazing what you can get with a little imagination.
XRO just traded down 3.5 cents today.
Yes, but it trades so thinly that I was looking at the market book, and it was like I could have taken it back up over 50 cents by buying.
You know what?
12,000 shares.
That stock, I think the RSI. I think if the viewers aren't cognizant of it, the RSI is a very useful technical indicator talking about overbought, oversold. It moved into overbought territory probably Thursday. So but it continued on. But now we're having a little correction. I'm going to be looking to accumulate some stock here in the 43 to 44 level. That's what I'm sort of thinking. I think that it won't stay down for long.
My goal is to buy 1 million shares of this under $1.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. No, you know why? Because the more I study the technology, the more I think that that this is something that can be one of those technologies that nobody actually knows anything about it, but it's in everything, like transistors.
Pat Bertrand is involved with some German engineers, and we've got permission for those engineers in Germany to talk, and they're involved in some
big shit.
Well, let's hope it's more manure than shit, right?
All right.
So at the end of the day, we're going to have this conversation, hopefully today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow because Germany's almost gone to bed now. But look, if this could be a wild ride, ride.
Yeah.
Anyway,
here's Austria.
Is this ticker new down here?
Yeah, this is brand new.
Wow, I like this. This is look at this.
This is a real-time feed off of Quote Media.
I like
this. This is not delayed. This is real-time. Hexo down 16 cents to 427 on the day. JWC, James E. Wagner Cultivation Corporation, flat at 68. That actually makes JWC a better performer today, believe it or not.
It does.
In the grand context. There's Ianthus down 22 cents to 656. Just part of the general bloodbath. Look,
what's CA?
No, that's the CSE.
Oh,
Namaste. That's the symbol for Namaste, which is down.
Yeah.
It's flat at $1.40. They were up slightly earlier. NDVA is Indiva, up 4 cents to 69 cents. HC is High Hampton, flat at 53 cents. Look at this. I can't believe it. I know all these symbols.
Yeah, you should there's a career
LHS,
for you as a stockbroker.
Liberty Health.
Wouldn't that be
Liberty
fun?
Healthcare down 5 cents to 73 despite announcing a doubling of production. A doubling of production in Florida. MPX, what's that one? Metapharm? No, MPX is...
something pharmaceuticals, I heard.
MPX Bioceuticals.
MPX, yes. Scott Boy's deal. Down a couple cents to 74 cents. Organogram, boy, that's a tough one to figure out. 478.
Wow, this is
Sokoman Iron. Here comes Sokoman.
You know what? The fact that stock is up today.
Sokoman?
That's very interesting. Let's see what the volume is, because if there's significant volume, usually when a stock has a quantum move like we've seen, like a serious breakout move, and then it goes a bit quiet, and then on a day when you'd think most gold things would be backing off, look at this. This thing's going up.
Yeah.
I just saw it. It's 34.5.
This is XRO I've got up here now.
Yeah, well, XRO.
Should we do an RSI overlay?
Yeah. We want to have, if you don't mind, I want to have an RSI there all the time.
Relative strength index. Here we go.
That's it.
Okay.
And usually 75 is overbought.
71.92 right now.
Okay, well, look, but it touched 80.
It was over 80.
Yeah, now, okay, so that, how often do you see that? Look, and you get that if you, whoa, someone's pulling my chain.
Almost lost your fishing rod there.
What's going on?
You were wrapped around the arm.
Yeah, I'm wrapped around all right. Okay, so, overbought, little, but you can see that happened recently, right?
Yeah.
And then, here we again, and a good move. So this has got some beta, and there's really been no news, okay? So 71.9, and when is it a good buy? Well, right around 20. Look at this.
When the RSI is 20?
When you get the RSI down there and you really like something, that's when you really want to back up the truck. Beep, beep.
Well, if you would have bought it back there, you would have been up like 3.
Yeah, look, yeah. A double, clean double.
Yeah.
Clean double. But those are, when everyone says don't buy it and you really like it, nothing's changed because they go back and forth on.
But no indicators are absolute.
Look, we're just trying to get a little edge. You know what? This isn't science. Reading these charts is an art.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm not saying it's, Descartes would say, well, how do you prove that? Well, how do you prove anything?
SICTSXV. Let's check that one out. SICT, TSXV.
What's FIRE?
says not a valid symbol. What?
Or maybe you need to put CA in there.
No, I don't think so.
Well, here's SIC. SIC. Just click on that.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Double click to drag an item into a model.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
SOCOM in gold. Okay.
Look at the RSI went from way over 80. Look what happens, eh? When that RSI gets into that danger zone, you gotta say, okay, I'm going to sell some, take some profit, and wait for the RSI to pull back.
But the Bollinger Band,
Well, the
upper band is 47.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Bollinger Band is a whole book written about Bollinger Bands that was written by John Bollinger.
Oh, go figure.
And you know, you got to read it a few times. It's packed, but it basically says
You got to read it a few times.
Well,
What if you catch what it's putting down the first time?
well, then you should write yourself a book.
Or you should write to John Bollinger and argue with him.
John? Yeah. Yeah, I liked using Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands are a very useful tool, and they give you, they say 90% of the time a stock's going to trade between its upper band and its lower band. Something like that. Again, it's an art.
Okay, I'm going to pull the chart duration down to 1 month because everything in this stock happened in the last week. So there you've got the RSI still above 72.37.
Yeah, it's because it's had a substantial move.
Yeah.
But look at this thing from here. I mean, look at that.
Okay, so let's talk about this in the context of the fundamentals. Fundamentally, the whole market knows there are another 12 drill holes at the lab that are going to be published in the next 2 weeks.
Now,
so am I supposed to discount that and just trade on the fundamentals? Or should I be considering
well, wait a minute.
both?
That would probably, you seem to know something is that public information?
It's public.
Sort of public.
It is public information.
It was announced on the show, wasn't it?
Well, there we go. So now it's
So
public.
that everybody knows then. The world knows.
Well, pretty much everybody. I don't think anybody told Justin Trudeau or Eric.
Now, are these holes near, there's a few questions I'd like to ask.
So you can ask me. Because I asked them already of Tim Proud when we had him here. The holes are 300 meters apart from each other. They are generally off the zone that the discovery hole was made in.
Right.
However, the rumor, I'm going to categorize this as a rumor, which means you shouldn't put any stock in it. But the rumor is that 4 holes are known to contain visible gold. VG. And that's according to a couple of people who are very close to the story, including 2 geologists who I spoke to personally, who assure me that this is the case.
They work for the company?
They do not. One of them, I can't. Now I'm straying into the zone where I might get that kind of information again if I. No, but let's just say that I've talked to my sources. Tell me, and I'm going to plead the fifth on this. No, which is this?
That's what media people do. They go into the editor and say, "Where'd you get it?" They say,
"I'm not telling you. I'm going to exercise my Fifth Amendment
I can't tell
right."
you. If I tell you, I got to shoot you.
There you go. Anyway,
well,
so
look, if they pull a monster hole 300 meters away, like they did,
where's the stock going? Much higher.
Well, much higher. Like it's gonna be.
What happens if the 12 drill results come out?
The handle in the front will be a 1. And I'm not talking the decimals in front of the 1. I'm talking the decimals after the 1.
Right.
On its way maybe to 2 or 3.
So.
Well, I'm just. No, I'm not saying
Disclaimer
this.
time.
Disclaimer time.
Ed
I'm
is
just
not
saying,
making a financial recommendation.
Go back to GTT.
Do you own any of this stock?
No, but I'm looking. I'm thinking I'm going to step in here.
I think I got to disclose that I own. Almost 500,000 shares of it that I bought out of the market at an average price of, I'm going to say, 34 cents.
So can I just say one thing here?
Please take it.
If I was younger and more inexperienced, after I saw it go to 47 or wherever it got to, what was the high on the stock? You know what? A candle chart would be better. I hate to say it.
The candle chart. The high was 42 cents. No, sorry.
No, that's a closing high. This is not a candle chart.
You want to see a candlestick chart. Here we go. Adjusting the settings area. Candlestick.
Okay, chart type right there. Okay. Now that's what I want to see. No, it got to remember it went to 59 cents.
57, I think, was the high in this one. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
57.
Folks, I'm telling you right now, That's a very, very important candle that we see here. Look at, we took out new low, we call new lows after the high, and now we're closing above the previous lows. That's very important. I'm smelling a move coming very quickly, like maybe by Wednesday, Thursday.
Really?
Something's changed here.
Okay.
Now, I say that with about 60-70% certainties, because it's not science, it's art.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a general disclosure to all of you watching at home. You should consider everything that we look at, every stock we discuss, every company we mention. Chances are we have some interest in it. So just consider everything we say biased. There will be no further disclosure. Yeah. We may buy or sell any security without any further notice.
We may say, I love this thing, and as soon as 1 minute to go, I'm calling my broker, get me out of this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as we talk, the audience can be buying it.
Yeah. Half of us. No. Listen, in life, if everybody's working harmoniously, we should all win.
Oh,
if we all win,
I like the sound of that.
Anyway, we all want to be friends. We all want to yuck it up.
Not everybody wants to be friends.
I know, and stay away from people that would like to see pain come to you.
Ooh, unless of course they're
it's
a
that
partner
kind of pain.
In the
Jesus, soft.
That's a little S&M. Unless you're into it, in which case.
Look at this. This is. I don't like to see what's going on there. That's down 57 cents.
Yeah.
Why? That's 5%.
People more sellers than buyers.
That's 5%.
Yeah.
No, but that's of course. But what's causing the selling to come in? That's what I want to know.
Well, it's a general sell-off in the marketplace today. We're going to acknowledge some of our Facebook viewers now, Ed, just because that way,
that's
hopefully
good.
They won't bugger off and leave us high and dry here talking to ourselves.
All right.
Michael Dane, Michael, it's been a while.
Michael, how you doing there?
How you doing?
Nice to hear
Market
from you.
Participant there. Michael Baran. Hi, Michael. I don't know you, do I? Maybe I do. Nope. Michael Carpenter. The ticker was there on Friday, Ed. Shh.
All
the
Michaels?
Yeah. Donnie Greco says hello. Donnie Greco. He's saying a hello all the way from Italy.
Buongiorno.
He's a buongiorno. Buonasera.
Vino.
Hey, Stugaz. Stronzo. Buonasera.
Do you know what stronzo means?
Yeah, stupido.
No.
No?
I was working with a guy, and I better not say this because if I'm wrong, but it's funny. It's funny.
You're going to be wrong half the time.
You're the poop that comes out of my bum. That's what it means.
What? Whoa.
But it was...
Fortunately, I don't think there was a really
stronzo.
censor-worthy word, though. Stronzo. I was told it meant stupid.
It probably does, but some of these...
Our friend Carl Boyd is here from Follow the Money Investor Group.
Oh, I love it.
Carl's coming in tomorrow. We're going to do a session with him and...
I'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll be here when they're here. Is it tomorrow? I can't remember. Finn Dobson. Let's hope in stocks cannabis bulk that trend. Don't know what you mean by that. Hank, our Dutch follower, is here. Anxious to hear about the big jump into the world by Aurora. Well, okay, we're gonna bring up Aurora's press release because that was quite.
Did they put out a big one today?
Well, they put out there was very little new information in it, but in the press release, it just went a long way towards giving you a 360-degree view, and I'm talking from orbit on the planet, not from around the room.
Can we put up Afria's chart when you get a chance?
Afria?
Yeah, APH.
Susan Garcia here. Stefan Mueller says Guten Abend. Good evening to you, sir. Don't know
Good
why.
evening.
Donnie Greco says exchange rate. Who knows what the hell he's talking about? He's probably had too much limoncello.
Susan Garcia.
Suzanne Garcia. Did I say Susan? That's weird.
Is it Suzanne?
Suzanne.
You know what? Don't we have Suzanne's name's like Garcia? She works right there behind us.
I know.